The Catholic world awoke to a new era on March 13, 2013. A humble Jesuit from Argentina, Jorge Mario Bergoglio, stepped onto the balcony of St. Peter's Basilica as Pope Francis. The world watched, captivated by his warmth and humility. He was the first Latin American Pope. He was the first Jesuit Pope. This was a moment of profound change, a beacon of hope for the Church and the world. Born in Buenos Aires, his heart was always close to the poor. He witnessed their struggles firsthand. He chose a life of simplicity, living in a small apartment and taking the bus. His lifestyle resonated with millions. His election signaled a shift, a return to the gospel values of humility and service. Pope Francis chose the name of St. Francis of Assisi, the patron saint of the poor and the environment. It was a clear message. He came to serve, not to be served. He came to champion the marginalized. He came to heal a wounded world. Pope Francis's papacy was defined by his compassion. He reached out to the forgotten, the marginalized, the outcasts. He embraced refugees and migrants. He washed the feet of prisoners. He comforted the sick and the suffering. His voice resonated with a message of mercy and justice. He challenged the world to care for the poor and the environment. He advocated for peace and dialogue. He called for an end to war and violence. His words were a balm to a troubled world. He believed in the power of interfaith dialogue. He built bridges with other religions. He met with leaders from different faiths. He promoted understanding and respect between different cultures. His efforts fostered a spirit of unity and collaboration. Pope Francis understood the pain within the Church. He acknowledged the deep wounds of sexual abuse. He apologized for the sins of the past. He promised to protect the vulnerable. He took concrete steps to address the issue. He also confronted corruption within the Vatican. He demanded transparency and accountability. He reformed financial practices. He sought to restore trust in the Church's leadership. His actions were a sign of his commitment to justice and healing. Throughout his papacy, he emphasized forgiveness and reconciliation. He called for a more merciful church, a church that welcomes sinners with open arms, a church that walks with the wounded and offers healing. In the final years of his life, Pope Francis faced health challenges with grace and determination. He continued to serve, his spirit undimmed. He celebrated Easter with a weakened body but a resolute spirit. He offered his final Urbi et Orbi blessing, a message of hope and peace. In a final act of diplomacy, he met with US Vice President J.D. Vance, urging peace and understanding. Hours later, he breathed his last. The world mourned the loss of a true shepherd. Breaking with tradition, Pope Francis chose to be buried at the Basilica of Santa Maria Maggiore in Rome, a place close to his heart, a symbol of his devotion to the Virgin Mary. World leaders paid tribute, recognizing his legacy of compassion, humility, and service. Pope Francis's life was a testament to the power of faith and love. He challenged us to be better, to love more deeply, to serve more selflessly. His spirit will continue to guide the Church and inspire the world for generations to come.